Try to explain again what we saw in the other video so that you understand what I'm saying. This time, this represents the moon. It was about up in here in the video. And if I turn 180 degrees, I have a light bulb on, okay? That is more representative of the sun. Turn 180 degrees back to the moon. That represents the sun better than a little singular flashlight, because no matter where I go in this video, okay, here, the sun is everywhere. If the sun is an orb, that's the way to look. So if I put the moon in the position that it was in my video, you don't get half the moon, this half the moon in shadow. You get the whole moon in the sunlight. The only part of the moon that the sun can't see, that the shadow would be on, is behind us. So if we came to this side, we would see the shadow. The only way I can get the shadow to work, two ways. If the moon comes closer and closer to the sun and actually goes directly above our heads, you'll start to see a shadow on the moon in this area. But that's holding it directly above my head, not out here in front. That would be like me filming the moon right above me and saying, look, there's the sun, there's the moon. Let me show you with my iPhone flash. Because for some reason people aren't understanding this. My iPhone flash is a lot stronger. So here's the moon. I turn 180 degrees and there's the sun. Okay, here's the moon. Where the heck, why is this part of the moon not in shadows? If I put the moon farther and farther until it's directly above us, that's when we start to see the shadow, but that's when the moon is directly overhead us, not out in front. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. The moon and the sun are in the wrong position for us to start to see the shadow of the sun. There's only one other way that I could make this work, okay? And that was if I use something like this, which is not representative of the sun. Because if you look over here, there is no light. If you look over here, there is light. Even if the sun is acting like a flashlight this far out, and it has some kind of dark rims, nothing should be able to reach that rim. Because the sun is a ball that emits light in all directions. So no matter where you are, you will be smack in the center of that flashlight. That flashlight effect, I hope you understand. So we're never going to see a spaceship traveling through the darkest space and then suddenly hit the rim of the sun. If the sun is a ball that emits light in all directions. Because then it would have to be more like something like this, so that no matter where you go in the universe, in any direction around the sun, you're gonna get, you're gonna be in the middle of its light. Now as you go farther and farther away, right, and the sun becomes more like a star and we're just farther and farther and farther and farther and farther away, maybe so. Maybe the sunlight does become more like a laser beam, right, that can only light up a certain area. But if that's the case and it can only light up a certain area of something, why does it light up the entirety of Jupiter if it can't light up the freaking little tiny moon? So let's just say that for some reason in outer space, the sun acts like, like a flashlight, and it actually has dark edges. If one dark edge was on the moon, okay, then we would get that light. But then in that point, anything that's down here should be in darkness. And the earth I was standing on was down there and it was in the light. So that doesn't really make sense. That whatever is in the path of the sun is going to be right in the middle. It's never going to be at the edge because the sun is a ball. The only other way to get the lighting on the moon like this is to have it come from right here, above and slightly to the right. I would put half the moon into shadow and make it disappear kind of like that. The thing is, a lot of you are just telling me I'm stupid. You can tell me I'm stupid, but honestly, none of the lighting makes sense to me and a lot of people. Because even if there was some kind of secret light source shining on the moon here, that doesn't make sense because there was also a light source back here shining on it. So why is this part dark? So we can't figure out why half the moon is dark if the light is shining directly on it. Even if there was this light source coming from inside the moon and rotating around inside the moon, as I started thinking, why would this part of the moon still be in shadow? And it's not the earth. It's not the shadow of the earth, because the shadow of the earth would be, it would be going this direction. So you can just call me stupid if you want. I mean, that's your right. But if calling me stupid is your only argument to this, I really think you look like the stupid one. Instead, I ask you be kind to us stupid people. Make your own video. Use the lighting sources exactly as I showed in the video. Use diagrams, arrows, whatever you have to, and just explain it. If you can explain it, then great. Then we'll have an answer. Until then, I don't know. I think it remains a mystery. And it honestly, you know, to not explain anything and just start calling people stupid that are questioning this and don't understand it, it just makes me suspect you might be one of the people who, perhaps you're hiding the real truth. Maybe you're hiding it because you don't want us to find free energy. Maybe you don't want us to think about Tesla's theories of the universe and the things that Tesla was saying, because he found free energy and a world that we could all have the lives that we want because we weren't enslaved to the power companies.